What is going on, my fellow adventurers? Man, has it been a crazy, long, drawn-out winter. We are finally outside, though. We got tired of just sitting inside, cooped up. It's probably about 42, 43 degrees. Little coolish, but we just don't care anymore. We want to be out. We actually have some dry yard a little bit. I mean, there's a little bit of snow right over here, but for the most part, it's all dried out, ready to go. We're just happy to be outside finally, even if it's just for a couple days. So while we have at least a couple more days of nice weather, I'm sure it's gonna snow again. That's how it's been for like the last 2 months. You get a couple of nice days, the snow just thaws out, and then boom, you got some more snow. It's just been a pattern. It just teases you at this point. I kind of started looking around the yard, seeing what we could try to do for this year. I have so many ideas. But one idea that I have the most focus on this year is trying to do an actual garden. Now, if you follow our Instagram and stuff like that, you've seen our little tiny greenhouse from last year and everything. And if you don't know, we did have a good, small sized little greenhouse. Sadly though, with the strong winds over here, it just knocked it all out. Knocked it all over. The whole greenhouse is destroyed. Everything that I was growing in there, I think maybe 2 plants made it. The rest was just too far gone. So every winter we were sitting there trying to think of what another game plan was. There's no way we could salvage this greenhouse. So we were thinking maybe we should do what we've been wanting to do for a while. And that's actually doing a garden. We're probably thinking about starting off small, seeing what we can grow, what can grow in this soil, what would do good, what could return for the next spring and everything like that. So this year it's just gonna be more of a test garden kind of thing, seeing what we can do, what works, what grows, what doesn't, and then just go from there. The stuff that does grow, that we had a really good crop with, a really good harvest with, will definitely probably grow again. Probably next year we'll see if we could slowly expand it out. We have a huge backyard. There's full of potential. I guess in a way we're kind of homesteading it, I guess you could say. But we want to give it a shot, see what happens, and hopefully we could actually start expanding this a little bit more. The spot I have in mind is a good size, decent, I'd say, a good starter spot. If it works, I want to start expanding it outwards to the rest of kind of like our side back, whatever you want to call it. But I think it'll do fine. But from just gathering from last year, gathering ideas and everything, we do have small pasture behind us and everything. And the soil there grew really good. Like a lot of the cows in fall, some of the horses in spring and summertime came over here, grazed a lot. So it did really good for the livestock over there. So I'm hoping that means that the soil should still be good for vegetation as well over here. We got irrigation already in front of the house for our canal and everything. We might just use the water there. Perfect spot. I'm having so many ideas run through my head that it's just hard to keep up with them. I'm just so excited just to be outside, just even for today, making a video and everything. It's so nice. I just want to get this going. So here in a second, I'll show you guys what we're going to be starting with, what we're working with. And for anyone that lives around the area too, if you are also a gardener as well, if you do massive crops, small crops, it don't matter. If you know what you're doing, be sure to let me know in the comments what you would recommend, what you would suggest. Like I said, this is our first year starting this out. I hope it goes good, but it's also just going to be a fun learning experience for us as well. This isn't going to be, anything permanent yet. I'm not going to start cementing stuff down. I just want to use this as like a test year. Kind of make it as free and cheap as I can, just in case if I don't like it, I could always sit there and switch it around as I go and also expand if everything goes well. I think it would also be cool to keep kind of like an update as I go. As I build stuff, I'll film it, record it, make sure you guys also see the step-by-step process that we're doing. So you can see it from the very start to finished. I think it'd be kind of a cool little thing. So I will be trying that out and seeing what we could do with that. Hopefully you guys will find that fun. I think it's going to be a fun little experience. But some of the things that I will start off with is, like I said, I will start staking down some of the posts and everything, making those, a good base spot. So one of the things I am going to do for structure, I got a ton of pallets for free. So I'll start breaking those pallets down and then using those as like some structure supports. Once I get all that finished, I will probably start using some of the chicken wire, like I said, for fencing. I think that'll be the best thing to do for fencing to keep the animals out for right now. I'll probably do maybe 4 or 5 feet tall of a fence. And then with that, just a little tiny gate to come in and out I'll make that here shortly, hopefully maybe on the next video. And then, you know, just kind of make it nice. Look, you know, like a decent little DIY greenhouse slash garden area. I'm really banking that this will keep the deer out, because last year we did try out, you know, some of our plants and stuff outside on the front. All the deer ate all of the sunflowers. I was not anticipating them going to be that greedy with our plants. They took some of our tomatoes, they took some of the strawberries that we had out front as well. Like they cleared almost all of the stuff that we had out front. So this year I'm gonna be a lot more prepared. So that's all I did last year, was just seeing what went right, what went wrong, just, you know, learning as I go. So this year I have a better, more approach of making sure that I keep these pesky little deer, even though we like having them in the yard all around us and stuff, they are best when it comes to trying to grow your own stuff. So I will make sure that this is a lot more fortified than what we had last year. But here in a second, I will show you guys what we do have ready to hopefully put in the ground here soon. We have been growing some stuff indoors. I think they're at a good mature age to where we can start getting them ready to be planted outside. I'll show you what they are. So in this little batch, we have some of our green beans starting to grow. They're looking pretty decent. Look how long they're already starting to stem out. And then over here we have some of our tomatoes. Finally, they have been sprouting up just fine, looking pretty strong. I kind of like how this one's going so far. This one's looking a little bit weak. Hopefully it'll survive. I have no idea what this one is. That's just a little school project my daughter was working on, so hopefully that does good. Over here though, we have some of our onions. So over here we got some corn, we got some carrots, we got some Brussels sprouts, basil, cilantro, some hot peppers, mild peppers, strawberries, some more onions, a little bit more of tomatoes over here, right there. And we got some poppies growing over on this far end. And then over here, of course, these are some of the tomatoes that were just shown just a second ago. Some more onions, sweet peppers. All of our beans are all of our beans are out of this one. Got some basil, lettuce, cilantro. And then for some more actual flowers and stuff, we got some cosmos, hopefully growing a little bit more stronger. Some marigolds, forget-me-nots. So with any luck, some more of these will be growing to where we can bring them into our secondary pots and everything. And then from here, we'll just bring them out onto the ground. I have no idea what this little green mossy stuff is. Hopefully I'm not doing nothing bad, but I don't know. You guys let me know. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. They're just growing. I'm happy for it, so we're just gonna say that. So yeah, with all this stuff growing, I do hope all of it, if not at least half of it, can survive, can actually do good. If it does as good as I'm really hoping it will, then we will do a lot more next year, and then hopefully start expanding it as we go. It's going to be a fun process. Like I said, I'm more in it right now just for the learning experience. I do like seeing what I am doing right, what I'm doing wrong, so I can switch it and just make sure it's a lot more better the next time we grow some more stuff. As I do go along making this little garden area, I am going to be showing all the step-by-steps so you guys can watch too. I think that'll really honestly be a fun thing for you guys to do. Something fun for me to try out. Hopefully you guys appreciate it. Hopefully you guys could even try mimicking if it looks decent enough. I mean, I'm hoping it'll look really, really good though. The vision I have in my head, I hope I can make it into real life. It's going to be fun. So we're just going to go with that for right now. That's just my starting point. This is what I have growing currently. Hopefully it'll be a good, prosperous harvest this year. Despite what this horrible weather's doing, it's driving all of us nuts. Everywhere I go, all the locals here, everyone, they're just so tired of the snow. And I'm pretty certain we're going to be seeing a little bit more snowfall within the next couple days. That's what my phone's saying anyway, so yay. But in the meantime, thank you guys for stopping in. I just wanted to make this quick little video to give you guys a little update on what's going on at the Tulo Adventures complex right now. It sounds so cheesy. I like it though, I'm not gonna lie. But that's what we're doing right now, as we're slowly just waiting for the rest of this whole place to warm up so we can actually hit the road. Right now, it's still snow covered. All the mountains out there, so snow covered. We can't even get it. We can't even go that far into the mountains. It's already blocked right at the base. It's all blocked off. So we tried. It's no good. So hopefully wherever you guys are at, it's a lot more better weather, hopefully a lot more warmer. You guys are having fun. We'll be out there here soon. But for right now, we're just chilling at the house and have all these plans set in motion. So you guys will be seeing it here shortly too. As always, I will see you guys on the next adventure.